Good morning, students, if you're watching me in the morning, and good afternoon to my afternoon students. This is Mrs. Al-Fatlawi, and today I decided to record a short description of Thursday's work. So, first of all, under classwork, you're going to check Thursday's recorded session, which I am recording right now. If you click on classwork, it will show you three things for Thursday. You have Thursday recorded lesson, Thursday vocab lesson 2 exercise B, Thursday vocab lesson 2 exercise A. So what I want you to do is do the Thursday recorded lesson. I want you to view it. There's nothing to submit here, but this gives you the directions of what we're doing. So the first thing that I want you to do is review the slide, which is right here. The second thing that I want you to do is watch the video that you're going to also see a video here, and I will be explaining the flashcards or the new vocabs for lesson 2. And this is the Quizlet practice. You can play games. This is just an extra website. It's a fun website for you to practice. So I just linked it here. Okay, so under Thursday's slide, you're going to review Thursday's work. So I know I have the slide for the rest of the week or for the beginning of the week. And this is a good slide if you have missed some of the days. So for Thursday, October 8th, you are watching the recorded session. So I will explain the new vocab for lesson 2. And I'm going to use the flashcards from Quizlet.com, and I've attached the flashcards, so feel free if you want to print them out, cut them, and study them. You will work independently on highlighting the words in your packet. So I do have the packet with me. If you have the blue folder, I showed you yesterday how to take that vocab list. You have a packet that is stapled. It starts with lesson 1 and then lesson 2. We're done with lesson 1. Today you're doing lesson 2. After you're done, you will be doing vocab lesson 2. So I put here lesson 1. It should be lesson 2. And you're going to do exercises A and B. They're not due today. They're actually due on Tuesday. Okay? So you're basically done with Thursday's lesson. So if I go back to classwork, I'm going to, I want you to click on vocab flashcards. So when you click on vocab flashcards, this is what you will see. So for the students that do not have their blue folders, I want you to write these down in your notebook. This is what the test will be on 2 weeks from today. Okay? If you do have your notes, just grab your, if you have your folder, grab your packet, and then I want you to highlight some keynotes. All right, the first word on the list is a noun, and it is called cliché. Cliché. That's how you sound it. Cliché. So cliché is a phrase that is no longer effective or meaningful because of being used too often. So if there's something that's being used too many times, it kind of becomes old. So an example would be busy as a bee. The next word is commend. If you commend someone, you're speaking to them with approval and you're praising them. For example, you can say, I commend you for your hard work and dedication. I commend you for helping your partner. I commend you for being a good student. So commend is when you say something good, when you praise someone, when you congratulate them. So another example is, I want to commend you for your bravery. All right, the third word on the list is competent. As I'm saying those words, it would really help you if you say them and repeat them after me. If you are able to say the word and speak it, you will remember it better, and you will remember the meaning of it better as well. This word is competent. So the word is competent. Competent is able to do something. For example, Hassan is quite competent in the kitchen. So the dinner he made for us was delicious. That means he's able to cook. He's a very good person when it comes to cooking. For example, this person is a competent worker. That means they're strong. You can rely on them. That's called competent, and it's an adjective. It describes a person. The next word is deception. Deception is a noun. It's a trick or lie, something that deceives. A scarecrow is a deception that makes crows think a person is in the field. If you've seen people place scarecrows in their gardens to scare some crows from eating their plants and vegetables, that is called deception. Okay, the next word is drudgery. Drudgery. So drudgery is a noun. It means dull, uninteresting work. Scrubbing floors is drudgery. Sometimes just writing lots of notes in English is also drudgery. I know, sometimes it's boring, it's a lot of work, it's not that interesting. So the word is drudgery. Okay? So you can say, for example, maybe cutting the grass is drudgery for some people. Some people actually enjoy cutting grass. The next word is erode. Erode is a verb to wear away slowly. To wear away slowly. So for example is rain began to erode the river bank. It means it kind of destroys it. It kind of ruins it. So that's erode. The next word is falter. Falter is a verb, and it has two meanings. So one meaning is to hesitate, to not go straight onward, to lose courage, or number two, to speak in a hesitating way or to stammer. So if we're talking about to hesitate, an example that I would give you is that the soldiers did not falter even though they faced almost certain death. So they didn't hesitate, they didn't stop, they didn't give up. So we know that in Climb or Die, Jake and Danielle did not hesitate as they were climbing the mountain because they kept going. So that would be a definition for the first definition, to hesitate. So an example would be Danielle did not falter as she was climbing the mountain. Now the second sentence is to speak in a hesitating way or to stammer. For example, if you don't know the answer, you may falter when you try to give it. Kind of say, you're not sure of the answer, so you start stammering. That's what falter means. Okay, the next one is hoard. Hoard is a stored supply, often hidden. So for example, I would say the squirrel has a hoard of nuts. You know how squirrels hide their stuff? So they hoard nuts. Another example would be we began to hoard food supplies when we heard that a big snowstorm was coming. If you've heard about people that like to hoard, that means they collect certain things and then they save them and they collect them. That's called hoarding. The next word is intimidate. Intimidate. If you intimidate someone, you frighten them. You scare them. So an example would be, no bully is going to intimidate me because I can stand up for myself. The next meaning is to influence by fear, so which is very close to frighten. All right, the next word is jubilant, which is an adjective. Jubilant is when someone feels great joy, filled with gladness and rejoicing, happy enough to shout. An example would be, we were all jubilant when Rana scored the winning run. Okay, so we were very jubilant, we were very happy. The next word is luscious. Luscious. So say it after me. I know this is a hard word. Luscious. So luscious means delicious, extremely sweet and pleasing to any of the senses. The fresh peaches made a luscious pie. I bought a luscious ice cream from the ice cream shop. So that's another example of, or a synonym would be like delicious. Luscious would be like delicious. The next word is offend. Offend is to cause someone to feel hurt or angry, or to insult someone. That's how some people say, I hope I don't offend you. I hope I don't insult you. I don't want to offend you, but you do look silly in that hat. Okay? So that would be offend. The next word is retrieve. Retrieve is to get back or to recover. I dropped a quarter in the snow, but was able to retrieve it. I lost my pictures in Google Drive. It accidentally got deleted, but I was able to retrieve it. So retrieve is get back or recover. The next word is steadfast. Steadfast is an adjective, firm and unchanging. For example, Lincoln's steadfast belief was that the Union should be preserved. There's a second meaning for steadfast, which is loyal or true. Helen and I have been steadfast friends for many years. And the last word is tact. Tact is a noun, the ability to deal with difficult situations without making people feel hurt or insulted. It requires tact to tell a friend you're voting for someone else for class president. So I think tact would be like a skill. So it requires a skill, a tact, to maybe convince someone to believe in your opinion or to agree with you. All right, so these words are in the flashcards that I have posted right here under week 6 where it says Thursday recorded lesson, and they are right here. If you click on Quizlet.com, you can use the same flashcards right here, but this is more interactive. You can switch and you can see the definition. But the nice part about this Quizlet website, and I know I've taught you that last week, but you can practice spelling, you can write the words, and most importantly, you can play games. So you can play the matching game and compete with a friend, and it counts the time for you. You drag the word and you place it under the right definition. If you don't put it on the right definition, it will jump. If you do put it on the right definition, what happens is it will disappear. So like those people are very jubilant. They're celebrating. I think that's the picture. So you would put, hold on, let me see. Oh, no, this is able to do something. And this is dull and uninteresting job. So you would say drudgery might be this one, and you would click it. But then you don't have to add pictures. You can change the pictures here. If you go back, there is the gravity, and there's a test. You can practice taking tests with pictures or without pictures. So basically, if you go under right here, but I can't access it because I'm recording. Okay, this is a test that you can practice. So that way you'll do better. All right, so this is Quizlet. It's not mandatory. It's not something that you have to do, but I just added that here so you can practice. And again, if you click on Thursday vocab A and B, if you click on this Google form, this is actually a graded assignment. And what you need to do is, before she met the prince, so basically you're filling in the blank here. You're filling in the sentence. Before she met the prince, Cinderella's young life was filled with erode, commend, drudgery, or falter. Okay, and then you would pick the best answer. Those questions came from the packet that I gave you. All right, guys, I wish you the best of luck on your assignment. You have till, tomorrow what we're doing is basically doing the elements of the plot. And then when we come back on Tuesday, we don't have school on Monday, we will go over the 2 exercises. Thank you for watching.